Welcome to Furniture Industry News, your essential briefing on the latest developments shaping our sector. It's November 26, 2025, and we're diving into a flurry of significant stories impacting everything from corporate strategy to consumer spending and global trade. First up, we're tracking major restructuring news from American Signature Furniture. The company is taking decisive steps to optimize its operations, starting with the closure of its corporate office in Columbus, Ohio. This difficult but strategic move, effective January 31st of next year, will impact approximately 150 dedicated employees. Those affected are being offered severance packages and outplacement services to support their transition. American Signature states this action is part of a broader strategy aimed at enhancing overall efficiency, and some roles may even shift to remote work or other locations. In a related and equally significant development, American Signature is also undertaking the closure of 33 stores across various states. These closures are an integral component of its Chapter 11 bankruptcy reorganization plan. The goal here is clear: to streamline operations, improve financial stability, and emerge from bankruptcy with a more focused and viable retail footprint. These actions reflect a challenging period for the long-standing furniture chain, but also a concerted effort to forge a sustainable path forward in a competitive market. Shifting our focus to the broader economic landscape, consumer confidence experienced a noticeable dip in November. This decline is leading a significant portion of the population to plan for reduced spending in the coming 6 months. A recent survey revealed that nearly 2/3 of consumers intend to cut back on their expenditures. This anticipated pullback isn't confined to just one area. It's expected to touch various categories, including furniture and home goods, which are often considered discretionary, big-ticket purchases. The primary drivers behind this more cautious outlook are persistent inflation and a general sense of economic uncertainty, factors that continue to weigh heavily on household budgets and influence purchasing decisions. The reluctance to spend on larger items, such as cars and household appliances, also signals this conservative trend. However, amidst this backdrop of consumer caution, there's a vital period ahead for furniture retailers: Black Friday. Despite the broader plans for reduced spending, the allure of holiday promotions and significant discounts is expected to galvanize shoppers. Retailers are strategically rolling out compelling deals to attract value-seeking customers, understanding that deep discounts can unlock demand for bigger purchases even in a budget-conscious environment. Both online and in-store traffic are anticipated to increase, making this a crucial window for inventory clearance and generating much-needed revenue as the year draws to a close. This period often sets the tone for year-end sales performance, and its success is paramount for many businesses. A familiar name is poised for a significant relaunch. Bed Bath & Beyond, which had undergone a recent rebranding to Beyond Incorporated, is now reverting to its iconic name. More importantly, Brandhouse Collective has successfully acquired the intellectual property rights for the Bed Bath & Beyond brand, a deal valued at approximately $26.8 million. This acquisition encompasses all trademarks, domain names, and crucial customer data. The strategic plan is to relaunch Bed Bath & Beyond as an online-only retailer, with a concentrated focus on home goods and decor. This move aims to leverage the brand's established recognition and customer loyalty within the digital marketplace, avoiding the high overhead costs associated with a traditional brick-and-mortar presence and representing a modern approach to brand revival. The merger is expected to generate at least $20 million in annual savings through cost eliminations and improved operational efficiencies. The transaction is projected to close in the first quarter of 2026. Turning to the housing sector, homebuilder confidence remains stubbornly in negative territory for November. While there was a slight 1-point uptick to 38 from October's 37, it still sits well below the neutral 50-point threshold, indicating ongoing pessimism. High interest rates and persistent supply chain issues continue to be significant deterrents for new construction, slowing down housing starts and impacting the overall market. Builders are increasingly relying on price reductions, with 41% reporting cuts averaging 6% and 65% offering sales incentives to attract buyers. This subdued sentiment among builders directly correlates with a slowdown in new home construction, which in turn can reduce demand for new home furnishings. The difficult sales environment is expected to persist into 2026, with only minimal gains forecasted for single-family housing starts. Finally, we have some potentially encouraging news on the international trade front. A recent phone call between President Trump and President Xi Jinping has signaled a possible easing of tariff tensions. Both leaders reportedly expressed a desire for continued dialogue and potential progress on trade negotiations. This is particularly significant for the furniture industry, which has felt the considerable impact of tariffs on Chinese imports for several years. Tariffs ranging from 10 to 25% and even threats of 100 to 200% have raised costs for importers, retailers, and manufacturers, forcing them to absorb expenses, pass them on to consumers, or adjust their supply chains. Any de-escalation in these trade disputes is therefore viewed positively, offering a glimmer of hope for more stable and predictable supply chains and potentially more favorable pricing for consumers. While no concrete agreements were announced, the optimistic tone of the call suggests a willingness to work towards a resolution, which could alleviate some of the cost pressures that have challenged the industry. That's our comprehensive roundup for this week. Remember to subscribe to Furniture Industry News wherever you get your podcast for all the latest updates shaping our dynamic sector. Thank you for listening.